Hello and welcome to the Slide Job Podcast. I am your host, Colton Smith, or Left Turn Central, here joined by co host Brandon Bull Davis and co host Ben Miller. I'll go ahead and apologize in advance for the lack of editing on this video. As you can see, I'm in a different location, currently working right now, so I don't have a laptop or anything. So I'm just doing this all on my phone. Don't have the ability to edit it, get the usual graphics and stuff like that. So this will be a very bare bones episode, but it should be a fun one because, good Lord, do I not know what I'm doing with this Dover list. So, and as Ben showed last week, we don't know what we're doing in general when it comes to selecting. So, yeah, Bull, I'll go ahead and let you take it away on our Fast Five.
Yeah, I think Colton pretty much said it. Ben spanked our ass last week, just to put it plain and simple. If you look last week, he ended up with 73 points total. Uh, I had 36, and Colton had 31, bringing the total scores to Ben with 515, Colton with 427, and me with 401. So Colton will actually get to pick the where he wants to draft first, then me, then Ben for the Dover All Star race. And kind of how we do it, just take the DraftKings salaries, divide them up into 5 equal groups, and do a snake style draft and get points for the top 20. So start off with Group 1 with Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott, Christopher Bell, Tyler Reddick, William Byron, and Chase Briscoe. Colton, you want the first, second, third pick?
I will be going first overall pick, and essentially what I'll be doing with this first overall pick week in and week out is picking who I think is going to win, and I think it's going to be Denny Hamlin. 2.3 average finish at this track since the next gen era. Two wins, or not next gen, but in the last three races. Also, two wins in that time frame with a top five in each three of the races. So he's been by and large the best driver at this track in the last 3 years. He also is getting an advantage with the horsepower change that plays into his playhouse, and then additionally, Toyota's been the fastest team, so maybe a win is a little bold, but when I look, it's probably going to be either him, Bell, Reddick, or any of the Toyotas.
So I'm actually going to take pick 3 because I want the first pick in Group 2.
And I know exactly where you're going with that one.
All right, guys. So for my first pick this week, I think I am going to go with the 9 car Chase Elliott. I mean, Dover's been obviously a great track for him and Hendrick Motorsports. And I feel like with that rough weekend that Hendrick had last week, I feel like that team, they're going to flip it around this week. And I feel like Chase Elliott, he's going to be in contention to win $1 million. And, Dover's been a really, really good track for him. I mean, he led a race high 230 laps. The last race they were there and didn't get the win, unfortunately, because of a pit call. But don't be surprised to see Chase Elliott up there fighting for $1 million. So I will go with the 9 car this week.
I do like that pick. I really like. I was hoping you didn't take him. I could still get him and the first pick next round. But for Group 1, I'm going to go out and throw a curveball. I know the Toyotas have been the talk of the town lately. The Hendricks have good performances here, but also I'm going to go with Ryan Blaney. If you for his career stats, has an average running position of 10.1 and an average driver rating of 95.8 for his career. It's a little different if you look at the next gen, but I'm going to take the 10th place average running position for Ryan Blaney.
I like it.
So that'll take us to Group 2, where we have Ty Gibbs, Alex Bowman, Joey Logano, Chris Busher, Carson Hocevar, Ross Chastain, and Brad Keselowski. And I'm getting ready to go for another curveball here. This is going to be my make or break week. I'm calling it. And give me the 48 of Alex Bowman.
Not
like
where
it.
I thought you were going with that one.
Yeah.
For his career, he has an average running position of 6.6 and an average driver rating of 105.4, the third highest behind Denny Hamlin and Chase Elliott.
a hell of a track for him.
Yeah,
Can't argue with
absolutely.
that.
Yeah. All right. So for my next pick here, guys, I think I am going to go with the tough decision, obviously, but I think I'm going to take the 54 Ty Gibbs.
Damn
I had to take him. I'm sorry, but yeah, Ty Gibbs. He's been let it out. But yeah, he's obviously been one of the most consistent drivers this year, and I feel like that 54 group, they're going to continue the momentum and try to win $1 million. So I'm going to keep my eye on the 54 this week.
The frustrating part about Ben when he takes your driver is because you know that driver is going to do well, and you could have had him. I'm going to go with Chris Buescher because he has 3 top 20s in the last 3 races. He'll finish 15th. That's all I got. Moving on to round 3, Kyle Busch, the 23 of Bubba Wallace, the 60 of Ryan Preece, Josh Berry in the 21. Then you got Connor Zilic, and then Austin Cindric and Michael McDowell. I am going to go with I kind of a curveball, but not really. I'm going with Kyle Busch on this one. So get ready for him to DNF or have something terrible happen to him. But he does have 1 top 5 since he's joined RCR here, and it has been kind of one of his better tracks in the RCR era. He's 6th all time amongst active drivers with the average finish. Of course, that's with a lot of Joe Gibbs' help, but still, this has remained to be one of his better tracks since joining RCR, and with the nice little streak they have going on, I think I'll take a bet on that.
I like it. All right. So my first pick in Group 3, I think I'm going to take the 2 car of Austin Cindric. I mean, Cindric, he's been one of the most consistent drivers in the last couple of weeks, averaging with an average finish of ninth place, I believe. And I like the speed out of that 2 car right now. So I think he's going to show some potential this weekend. So I'm going to keep an eye on the 2 car of Cindric.
I think this one's pretty easy for me. I got to go with my guy Bubba Wallace for the career with a my computer just froze with an average running position of 14.8 for the career. So I'm going to go with the 23 of Bubba Wallace. So that'll take us to Group 4, where you have SVG, Noah Gragson, Austin Dillon, Daniel Suarez, Eric Jones, John Hunter Nemechek, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Loaded group here, but I'm going to take the for sure guy that's going to make the race. Give me the 3 of Austin Dillon.
What's that supposed to mean?
Not everybody makes the race. Chris Buescher.
Oh,
yeah.
Chris
dog.
Buescher.
I just came to the realization this is the All-Star race.
Neither is so. Both me and you both took me and you both took somebody in Group 2 that's not even in the race so far. That's got to race their way in.
Oh, dude. I had zero clue this was. I just thought we were going to Dover. That's the week I've had. Wow. All right then. My enjoyment for this weekend just got a lot worse. I could care less about the All-Star race.
The format's pretty crappy.
Yeah.
It is.
All right. I don't bang my phone anymore.
All right. So my next pick, gentlemen, I think I'm going to take man, this is tough. I think I'm going to take the 97 of SVG. I mean, obviously coming off a dominating performance, coming off a win at Watkins Glen, and I just feel like with that win, he's going to continue that momentum, try to continue to improve at the ovals, and I got faith in SVG this week. I feel like with the bad luck that he's had on the ovals as of late, I feel like he's going to turn that bad luck around going into the Monster Mile. So I got the 97.
You realize there's no right turns here, right?
Yeah, I'm fully aware.
Okay, just making sure that we're all on the same page.
Yeah, Daniel Suarez. I had notes here. Let me find him. I guess I'll bring him up, even though they don't really matter anymore. But um, yeah, he's got a bad record here recently, but he is the 13th best in active drivers overall average finish wise. So um, I think, and looking at the trends this year, he's looked a lot better at tracks that he didn't look so well at Trackhouse. So yeah, give me Swerve and Suarez, and then that brings us to round number 5, which includes Todd Gillen, Zane Smith, AJ Allmendinger, and then the 35 of Riley Herbst, the 41 of Cole Custer, the 10 of Ty Dillon, and the 51 of Cody Ware. As for this round, I am going to go with AJ Allmendinger, simply based off the fact that he has 2 top 20s in his which it's obviously different because the All-Star race, but he has I thought it was a regular Dover race, so um yeah, give me the dinger.
All right. All right. So for my next one, I think I am going to go with give me the 38 of Zane Smith. I mean, I feel like with Front Row Motorsports, I feel like those guys are going to put together a solid finish. So I got faith in Zane Smith this week.
Uh, Give me Riley Herbst. Uh, I don't think any of these guys in this group are gonna make the race. So give me the Toyota. They've been best this year so far. So give me the Toyota to try to race his way in. And that'll take us to. We also have a truck series race tonight at Dover, along with an O'Reilly series race. We do pick the winner for that. If you get that correctly, you do get 10 bonus points. So, Colton, or Ben, you want to start us out?
Yeah, I'll
I'll let
start us
Ben.
out. All right. So, I mean, tough decision, but I think I'm going to go with the 7 truck of Kyle Busch. I mean, I feel like the truck series hasn't been back to Dover since 2020, and a majority of these guys don't really have the experience at this track. So I feel like Kyle Busch, with this experience, I feel like that's going to show up in the race. So I'm going to take the 7 truck.
I'm also going with the 7 truck of Kyle Busch. It does feel like he's kind of flipped a page, even in the race he ran a couple weeks ago in the truck series. You saw the improvement from Bristol, so I think Dover will be where he capitalizes with the win.
Uh, so we do have the benefit of we're recording this after practice. Kyle Busch ran 43 laps and was the fastest in practice uh, for the truck series race today. I got to make up points, so I think Kyle Busch may be the winner, but I'm gonna go with Ty Majeski. Try to get a little different. I got to make up points somehow.
I like it.
Fair enough.
Yep.
So that'll take us to our O'Reilly Series winner, where should be a pretty. I think this is going to be the best race of the weekend.
It's the only one people care about.
Exactly.
I actually think the Truck Series race is going to be good too.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
There's only one that people don't care about. It's the one on Sunday.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the worst race of the weekend. I'll start it off. Give me the 7 of Justin Allgaier. I think that's a pretty simple pick for me for the O'Reilly series.
Yep. I like it. Can never go wrong with Allgaier. I mean, he's got a couple wins at Dover. He's definitely going to be a factor. But I'm going to take the 19 of Brent Cruz this weekend. I mean, this guy's been knocking on the door the last couple of weeks. I mean, he's consistently running out front. He's consistently getting top 5 finishes, and he's going up against some of the best names in NASCAR. But I feel like this is going to be the weekend he finally breaks through to get that first career win in the NASCAR O'Reilly series. So I'm going to take the 19 of Brent Cruz.
I was thinking Mr. Allgaier myself, but then Ben convinced me with his Brent Cruz spiel. I have witnessed this man predict a couple first-time wins, and I think I'm going to side with Ben on this one and take Mr. Cruz. So, Bull, you got ample opportunity to make up some points here this weekend.
Yeah, with both of you taking KFB and Brent Cruz, If Majeski and Allgaier win, it could be a good points day for me. Uh,
Yeah.
just just round it out here real quick. Colton has Denny Hamlin, Chris Buescher, Kyle Busch, Daniel Suarez, AJ Allmendinger. Ben has Chase Elliott, Ty Gibbs, Austin Cindric, SVG, and Zane Smith. I have Ryan Blaney, Alex Bowman, Bubba Wallace, Austin Dillon, and Riley Herbst.
All right. I'll do it for our Fast Five this week. I apologize for not knowing that was the All Star race. That is honestly terrible for somebody trying to make content on NASCAR. I gotta get into it. But these 2 weeks have just been a lot of work for me. So yeah, hopefully that cleans up come next month. But uh, regardless, anything else you guys want to get out there on? If you want to talk about the All Star format, I think it's pretty stupid personally, but everyone is entitled to their opinion. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts.
I I think the All Star format's pretty dumb. The only thing that might make the racing interesting is when they invert the field for the second stint of the race. That may put passing, but it's going to be because you got Cody Ware leading the field with Ty Dillon and Cole Custer, Riley Herbst. You got them up there in 1, 2, 3, 4, and you got Denny Hamlin and Kyle Larson in the back. Either that's going to make for some good racing or it's going to wreck a lot of race cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll see how it all plays out. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. I haven't done too much research on the format. I'll probably do that as soon as we wrap up here. But I just hope this is one and done this weekend at Dover. I mean, Sunday afternoon in Delaware for an all-star race. Who wants to go to that?
Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily. I do think, first of all, Dover and the All Star race, it just Dover feels like it should be a regular season track. I don't get why it's
Exactly.
All Star race. Um, and then you just put all of this like format. There's no points on the line. It's not something inherent to NASCAR. I should say that I'm the biggest naysayer of the NBA All-Star game. I'm the biggest. I don't think I've ever watched a Pro Bowl for more than 5 minutes. Like, I have just never been personally inclined to watch really anything but the NASCAR All-Star race. I have actually enjoyed, like, because that is the one thing is that, drivers are still, there is stuff on the line. There just isn't points. So like, drivers do still, put on a good show from time to time, but um yeah, it's just over time, it just kind of has grown thin on me. So I do think I think they need to look back to some of the stuff they did. What was that in the late 2010s with the format where we had the different what was it, the different package that did end up becoming the 2019 or whatever package that people hate. But I do just vividly remember tuning in, watching some really great battles, and doing stuff like that as opposed to moving it to Dover and doing whatever the hell this format is. I agree that the inverted field will make for some interesting racing, obviously shake up the field, but yeah, that's really the only thing I would say I'm looking forward to on this Sunday. So, uh, yeah, there's my monologue about the All Star race.
I think they changed the format because the short track racing was not good last year. But with this new horsepower package, I would like to see a 300, 400 lap race at Dover with this new format, this new engine package, the higher horsepower, lower downforce. I would like to see a full race with that before we go to this gimmick format.
If they didn't go to if they didn't like the short tracks, why did they go to the short track in the first place? That's the decision making I don't really understand, and I really hate to dog on Dover, but it's not that big. It's not that big a market. It just really isn't, and it just seems like a
Nope.
really goofy thing to put your all star race in one of your smallest markets on the schedule. And I'm sorry to offend Dover like that, but sometimes you got to know what you are, right? So
Yeah.
I want to go to Dover. I want to experience Dover. I'm sure it's a really cool track and environment, but um, it's just how it is.
Yeah.
Completely
But
agree.
For sure.
yeah, any other thoughts we want to get out on the All Star race before we wrap up the show?
I don't think so.
I think we pretty much covered it.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening. Be sure to leave a like, hit the subscribe button, comment down below your guys' thoughts. What do you think about the All-Star race? Are we just talking out of our ass? Whose team do you like the most? How much will Ben beat us by this week? Let us know all down below in the comments. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Slide Job Pod. I don't have my rundown up right now. Slide Job X. Um, and then Bull at Bull underscore A1818. Ben at
Yep.
Ben Miller PXP. And myself at LFC __99. And we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.